Sun exposure is good in one way, and that is gives you vitamin D. But unfortunately, it has many immediate and long-term effects that aren't so good. Everybody knows about sunburn. The problem you have is that it causes a number of different things, not just problems with skin cancer, but most of the things that we think of as signs of aging on the skin are actually signs of sun damage. The discolorations that people call liver spots, and in addition, most of the wrinkles we see are caused by sun damage. Certainly facial expressions and gravity play a role, and smoking too can aggravate it, but sun damage is the primary cause. As more and more damage occurs and the ability to repair that damage is also damaged, then you start having problems with the genes going wrong, if you want to look at it that way, and with cancer-promoting genes having more of a role than cancer-preventing. You can, in addition to the milder kinds of skin cancer, like basal cell and squamous cell, you can get melanoma. Anything over about 6 millimeters is a mole that we like to at least check and keep an eye on. Sunscreens are available and they're all very good. Anything over about 15 is good for the average person, as long as they apply it correctly. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't apply enough, and if you think you're one of those people, then a little bit stronger sunscreen would be good for you. If you're very fair, a stronger sunscreen would be good for you. If you have a family history or a personal history of skin cancer, something higher would be necessary. But for a lot of average people, a 15 does a pretty good job. And it's not something that you should rely on 100%. Sweat and water certainly can wash it off, and it isn't absolutely perfect. But that's where sun avoidance comes in, and that's where you seek shade, where you try to do outdoor activities before 10 and after 3. And sun protection in general involves clothing that can be worn, like hats. What's really critical is for the children to do it. And so although these things are good for adults, if they have children or grandchildren, it's particularly important that they start off getting in those habits. The American Academy of Dermatology also sponsors shade shelters for playgrounds across the country. And a lot of kids get a lot of sun exposure at school, out on the playground. And having some shade structures there is good, and having the teachers get in the habit of putting sunscreen on their younger children is also helpful.